Hello and welcome to Mr. and Ms. Connections. I'm your host, Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
Welcome to the podcast where we go to a random city's misconnection section and we read the posts. Some are looking for a long-lasting relationship and others be thirsty. Well, time to quench your thirst with this week's episode. We are going to Salt Lake City, Utah. Well, salt, no.
Yeah, I was like, how does that quench your thirst is salt?
Just...
Do you want to record that over again?
Nope, we're gonna keep it going. Because you know what? I made it through and this was the first take. So yeah, we're gonna go to Salt Lake City, Utah, see what's going on with all the Mormons and whatnot. But we're gonna have a little bit of news to start it off like we've been doing. This is from Fox Denver 31. And this is called Denver ranks 4th as best city for singles.
What?
Comma dating. I don't know why they had to put comma
dating.
Like, Denver ranks at 4 as best city for singles. Dating. like they're talking to some guy named Dating.
Yeah, dating.
So yeah. If you're single and looking for love, your chance to get lucky soars in the mile height. That doesn't sound good.
Wait, you get soars?
It soars as SOARS.
Oh, soars.
Like lucky soars.
Yeah.
But that doesn't sound right. Whoever's the editor at this needs to
be fired.
Need to look it up. According to a study conducted by Wallet Hub Economics, fun and recreation and dating opportunities all factor into ranking 182 cities for dating from best to worst, and Denver ranked number 4 on the list of success for singles. No hot linking, please. I don't know what that means. I'm going to skip over something. As far as methodology, economics included restaurant meal costs, average beer and wine price, cocktail price, movie costs, taxi fare cost, beauty salon cost, haircut cost, monthly fitness club fee, median annual household income, housing affordability, job growth rate, unemployment rate, and overall well-being index. Which we all need that index, am I right? Fun and recreation, quote-unquote, fun and recreation include number of attractions, museums, cultural performances, and zoos, and etc. Restaurants, coffee shops, parks, nightlife, all the basic things that consider being fun and or recreation. Finally, dating opportunities include share of single population, gender balance, online dating opportunities, mobile dating opportunities, and most active Tinder users. So this is very thorough.
That's ridiculously thorough.
And I like how there's some scientists out there that are going, what are the best, out of 182 cities around the United States, what's the best dating city? And they're like, hey, should we figure out a cure for AIDS or something? And they're like, hold on. First, we got to figure out where people are dating, and then we can figure that out. I
remember having the exact same conversations for another city.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. And it's and you know what? It's the same. Yeah. We're going to see a whole bunch of research for random stuff, and you're going to be like, why? Why are we having this? Other Colorado cities on the list include Colorado Springs, ranked at number 39, and Aurora, which came in at 111. So now we're going to play a little game, and we're going to see who are the top 3 cities in that beat out Denver, Colorado. What are the top 3 cities for dating opportunities? Who's the best cities for singles, dating?
I mean, I would have never expected Denver to be top.
Yeah.
So this kind of throws off my game of.
There are 4 bigger cities.
Okay, New York.
Well known. No, definitely not.
You know what? There's a lot of people there. Miami.
Nope. There's 1 on the East Coast. And then 2 on the West Coast.
I mean...
I'll give you another hint. We've talked about all these cities.
It still doesn't help me.
Yeah, but we've only had, 14 podcasts talking about this so far, so,
okay, I mean... Seattle.
No. Yeah. It's dark and gloomy and everybody's depressed. We read Seattle's and we were both depressed afterwards. Do you think that we were excited... Oh, you left me. I'm so alone. And it's raining again for the 300th day in a row.
I would like to hope that one day, these gloomy people we get together be happy. Just,
Get together and complain about how bad the weather is.
Exactly, and that's their common thing. Orlando.
No, definitely not.
I don't like this game.
You just want to give up?
Yes.
Okay, so beating Colorado out for the best city for singles are San Francisco.
Okay, I could kind of see that, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities.
It's pretty, though.
And I don't think in San Francisco they just looked at Tinder active users. They should have probably looked. They probably also looked at Grindr active users. You got Atlanta.
Yeah, okay, I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
I can kind of see that.
And Los Angeles.
Really?
I don't know what they're ranked. What if that's the order, like 4, 3, 2, 1, or I don't know what.
Los
they're ranked
Angeles, really?
Los Angeles, San Francisco, Atlanta, and so San Francisco, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and Denver are the top 4 cities. And I want you to guess the top 5 worst cities, but they are pretty they're not major. They're like out of 182, they're really reaching with these last 4. But 2 of them are in Florida. So I'm just gonna name the 5 worst dating cities because there's no way. I looked at them and I'm like, where is this?
Is one in Alaska?
No.
Okay.
5 cities with the most difficult dating scenes, according to the study, are Warwick, Rhode Island.
Where the hell is that?
Rhode Island.
I know that. That's in Rhode Island, but where exactly? I've never heard of that place.
I don't know. Hialeah, Florida.
Who lives there? Honestly, nobody lives there.
Probably one guy.
Exactly. That's why it's hard to date.
It's the worst.
I'm the only one in my area.
Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Isn't that a retirement place anyway?
Yeah. What the fuck? Brownsville, Texas. And South Burlington, Vermont. So out of 182 cities, they really just was like, all right, just grab a whole handful of just weird ones.
Yeah.
And that's going to round down your bottom. So how many of these 82 cities does it make that Colorado is the best?
Yeah.
If this is the worst ones is Pembroke Pines.
Yeah, but it may be good for dating per se, but I mean, is there really any kind of positive outcome from those cities? Because as soon as you said Los Angeles, I'm like, yeah, no.
I mean, there could be. So I think what they're saying is that there's a lot of opportunity there, and I mean, Los Angeles. Everybody flocks to Los Angeles to be an actor or all that other stuff. So maybe there's not a ton. They didn't say that it's a ton of long-lasting relationships or good for long-lasting relationships or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or being married. It was just hey, if you want to date, there's a ton of stuff to do here. A lot of people are looking for somebody to do that kind of stuff here. And, I mean, there's just opportunities rather than, hey, this is a really good place to meet the love of your life. So, if you're thinking of wanting to go somewhere else and want to find good chances to find somebody, go to Denver, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and San Francisco, and/or San Francisco. That's what we learned today. Don't ever go to Pembroke Pines, Florida, or Hialeah Pine, Florida.
Just don't go to Florida.
Don't go to Brownsville, Texas, or Warwick, Rhode Island. I don't know anybody who would go to Rhode Island on a normal basis. It's so small. Isn't that the smallest state?
Rhode Island?
Rhode Island?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it was maybe Delaware or something.
This is the Ms. Connections podcast, not the geography podcast. So we don't know what Rhode Island means.
We're idiots.
But so let's get started. We are in Salt Lake City, Utah, which didn't fall. Maybe it's in the middle there of that study because we didn't hear anything about Salt Lake City, Utah.
No, I know we did one podcast before. They said that. I think that was New York. But I remember doing Salt Lake City, and they said something about for singles, one of the. Oh,
it was that was the news article for Mormons in New York.
Oh, that was it.
They have to date them. Only Mormons. They can only date Mormons.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. This isn't the religious podcast. This is all about reading misconnections. So we don't know much about religion or geography. I mean, I still aced that on Sporkle. I still aced the capitals.
Oh my god, I love Sporkle.
I mean, that's easy. Naming all the states and then their capitals, I'm killer with it. For some reason, it just stuck in my head. Anyways, we're in Salt Lake City, Utah, like I've mentioned before. You know what people say around this time of year. 'Tis the season. And this one is entitled Season or Reason. This is woman for man. There's that expression that someone comes into your life for a reason or a season. Do you think it could be both? I wonder which is the case for us. It's the smallest, weirdest things that make me think of you. I wonder if you ever think of me, and if so, what are the things that prompt it? It just seems so weird to me that someone can be so important in your life one day and then gone forever the next. Will we really never see, hear from, or talk to each other ever again? Yes, probably yes.
Probably no.
Like, just be gone. Bye-bye. Like, and I don't necessarily like that one just because it feels like they're just like, hey, do you ever think of me? Like, it's like they're fishing for a compliment. Like, do you ever think of me?
I hate when it's so, like, bland with those type of things. Like, you just, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, and then it could always turn on you. Just like, do you ever think of me? Yes, I do. Oh, when my dog takes a poo out in the front yard, that reminds me of you and what you did to our relationship or something like that. Like, everybody's just like, do you think of me? Yes. Every time I, like, open up a new thing of ice cream or smell, like, a new baby, like, ew, it just makes me, like, just the love in my heart just comes out when I see, like, a baby bird flying for the first time. Or it could just be, like, totally, like, slap you in the face and just be like, oh, like, I was walking by the dump the other day and it reminded me of you.
Jesus.
Like, so be careful when fishing for a compliment, everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. But we had a reply to that.
Oh, really?
Yes, we had a reply to season or reason. I'm going to just let you know right now, I did not read this one. I just saw that was a reply, and I just screenshot it. So this one says, and it's for the man. The first one was woman for man. Mm-hmm. This one's man for woman. So this is a reply from a man. That post was up and gone quick. I'm not sure if this is who I'm thinking of or not, but all I can say is our quote-unquote season was too damn short. It was complicated, and for what it's worth, you aren't any less important, and I think of you often. Like, really often. Don't like that Gone Forever reference, but I get it. Really just want you to be happy. There are many things that prompt the numerous thoughts of you. A song, different places, random comments I hear. Things that happen that I know you'd appreciate like no one else. Simple things send my mind wandering to you. A nice warm day. A donut. Too many things to list, if I'm honest. But you said the donut.
Yeah.
Like, that was just, like, random.
A donut?
A nice warm day. A donut. Nah, too many things.
Yes.
Weird, odd, random, but all make me smile and bring fond memories. The abrupt halt was tough, but candidly, can't think of any easy way to have said goodbye. Still really haven't let go. Not sure what that says about me. Just something about, yeah. So, yeah. I have a feeling they're not the same people that...
Yeah.
Like, that. You're definitely not, like... Bro, just go get a donut. This isn't your woman. Like...
Yeah, I want to reply back. I'm like, a donut?
A lovely day. A donut. Like...
But it's
is that a good thing or a bad thing that somebody thinks of you when they look at a donut? Like...
yeah, I don't know.
I would be like, a donut? What did I do? Like,
yeah. I mean, even if it's not the exact same person that the woman was talking about, it's kind of sweet that someone replied back and said that.
Yeah, and I think it was just vague enough that it could have just been like, oh yeah, I do. Like it could have been vague on both sides.
Yeah.
So this one woman's just being vague to be like, hey, do you remember that love that got away? And then that guy's like, oh yeah, I remember that one person that got away. Don't know if it's her, but I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Also, I just thought, like, if somebody was like, hey, you know what really reminds me of you is when I go to Krispy Kreme and get a donut, and I'm like, do I seem warm and empty on the inside? Like, is that why I remind you of a donut? Like,
Very dense.
Yeah. I'm light and fluffy. Like, that could be gone in 20 seconds. Like, is that it? Like... I never read that until a warm day, a donut. Too many things, really. You were very specific with a donut. You could have said anything. But this one's called Football Coach. Woman for Man. Watching from the sidelines, I can't stop thinking about you. You were always extra friendly, especially at practice. The odds of you seeing this are slim to none. Unlike our kick-ass season, I shouldn't crave my son's coach, especially since you're married. But I can't help it. I want you. Go Cats!
Oh my gosh, she ends it like that?
Yeah, she ends it like that. But I can't help it. I want you. Go Cats!
What in the hell?
Hey, it's football season. For college, high school, NFL, Canadian League.
I'm thinking this is like high school or middle
Is it
school or
rugby
something.
season? I don't know. We don't normally get, like... I like to get ones that we haven't seen before, and I don't remember ever seeing anybody yearn for a high school football coach. But, I mean, high school gets those, like, younger coaches, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean... I just thought that was pretty cool to just be like, hey, I'm just glad it went to the Suns coach instead of like...
Yeah, I was like, where are you going?
You on the practice field when I see you.
I was like...
I know you're only 17, but it's like, whoa, woman, calm down. Or man, whoa, calm down. Like, I'm glad you're going after the coach. Like, but, yeah. I'm just saying. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, that was just... Her ending was priceless.
Go Cats!
That sounds like a sports mom.
Yeah. Go Cats!
Yeah.
I would like to think it's like... I know it's probably like the Wildcats or something like that, but it's like I always like to think of like House Cats. Go House Cats! And it's like the Meow Mix like logo on their helmet.
What in the hell?
Meow, 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 meow.
Everybody
meow,
chants
meow,
that
meow,
in the
meow.
stands.
Meow, 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 meow. We got this one. I don't know if I want to read this.
Why?
You know what? I will. 3 guys at one glory hole.
Yes! I was wondering if we were going to ever have one again.
This one was just like fine enough to read.
Do it.
All 3 of us showed up at the same glory hole at the same time last night. We all took turns at the hole. And while we were waiting, we took turns on each other.
What?
This is really good etiquette, if I do say so myself. I don't know too much about this GH like thing, but it's like oh, while we're waiting. I mean,
Might as well.
we're here anyways. We're all here and willing.
The hole wasn't that great.
And ready to go. Yeah, we took turns on each other. I'd love to see either one of you guys again. You were both damn hot. I was the first guy who arrived. Tell me what I was wearing. So this guy's like, I showed up first. You guys came in afterwards. And yeah, we all just hit it off. I felt really good.
And we're in Salt Lake City with this?
Yeah, we're in Salt Lake City.
All right.
That was meant for men, of course. Just to be clear, I thought it was pretty obvious, but I just wanted to be clear to everybody.
See, I always wondered, like, how does that work, that whole system?
What do you mean?
Like, I thought it was, like, maybe just a room and one person goes in.
It's not a room, it's a stall.
It's just a stall?
Yeah, it's just a stall. There's no...
I thought, like, separate rooms.
No, there's 2 stalls involved. One person sits in one. There's a hole in between the thing, and then that's where
it's always in the bathroom, though?
Most of the time, it's always in the bathroom, yeah.
So wait,
Unless
so
you go
3
to the
guys...
kinky places, then they're probably, like, made there for
Exactly,
special
I was like, it
purposes.
was, like, man-made or something. Or, I mean, it is man-made.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
definitely
hole,
man-made,
but...
and then they man-made. They put man-made... they put man-made all over that.
Close at the hole.
Yeah, definitely. It's man-made, but it's normally in the bathrooms and there's, like, rinky-dink bars or whatever.
But wait, so if it's, like, stalls and then 3 dudes meet up, is it the exact same stall that they go to?
Probably. There's not gonna be like
You
2 holes on the
you don't
side.
like shut the door so that way.
No, there's
or
not.
just leave it open.
No, they don't leave it open. They close it. They want their privacy while they're doing that thing, probably.
But then how did the other 2 show up then?
They walk in and then they just stand
and wait
and
their
wait.
turn.
Yeah, they wait and they're just like, oh, this is the one. Because there's probably like GH in here, like that kind of thing, like on the stall door, so they know. Or there's only 2 stalls. I don't know how it works. I've never been into a restroom, and then
Restaurant.
First of all, I try to stay away from public restrooms. That's just my thing. I can't handle a lot of germs. For the longest time in school, I would never even use the school bathroom.
Dang.
How
the hell did you get through the day?
I would never drink a single drop of liquid. I would have a Gatorade. I would have a Gatorade bottle that I'd always have, even if a small one. I would drink half of it at lunch, only half, and then I put it away and never have a drink for the rest of the day until I got home, and then I would drink all my water for the day at night because I didn't want to go to the bathroom.
Good God.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Also, there was always a puddle of pee on the floor next to the drain. I was like, what is this? I'm never coming in here.
Do guys like peeing in the drain?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. I never went in there.
God.
I just said I never went in there.
Nasty.
Try to stay away from that place. And then there was a lot of people like picking their nose and then putting it on the wall, like the boogers on the wall at the urinal. Like they would just be like this, and then they would just put it up like on the wall above the urinal thing. Yeah. My English teacher brought it up numerous times. He's like, what the heck? Why doesn't anybody know manners? Why is there a booger mural? I was like, I don't know. I haven't been in there all year. I haven't been in there in 3 years. Like, I don't like it. It was a real bad thing. I always waited, and if I had to, I would wait until class started, and then I would ask to use it when everybody else was in class. Because I was like, I'm not doing it when everybody's switching classes, because that's when everybody goes to the bathroom and everything. I'm just like, I'll just wait and go when everybody's in class, and then just go there. I don't like bathrooms. I don't like public bathrooms. Now we're at the public bathrooms phobia part of the podcast, where we talk extensively about why I don't use the bathroom out or on road trips or anything like that. I try to stay away from everything.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to Salt Lake Cemetery.
Wait, what?
We're going to Salt Lake Cemetery for Missed Connections.
We went to a glory hole, now to a cemetery.
Yeah.
I like that change up.
Yeah, definitely. We had a football coach, a high school football game with a coach. Then we're going to a glory hole, and now we're going to the cemetery.
Salt Lake City's like lit.
Yeah. Man for a woman. I doubt you will ever see this, but it's worth trying. I was there right as the sun was going down, paying respects. As I was leaving, walking downhill, you were walking uphill. I should have at least said hello. I'm sorry I didn't. I guess I was, quote-unquote, taken aback at how beautiful you are. I don't know why you put that in quotes. I'm not looking for anything as I'm already in a relationship, but if you see this, I have to tell you something about who I was visiting in that cemetery and how it is somewhat related to you.
What?
I hope you find this and respond. Long shot, though. I was in deep blue denim jeans, red shirt, holding a gray jacket and brown hat. And in parentheses, crossing fingers. Like, yeah. How does he know this person already?
Yeah.
Because apparently, like, they weren't at the same gravesite or anything. It was just like they were walking away.
Yeah.
Crossing paths, and then he was just like, oh, I know who you're seeing, and it had something to do with who I was seeing.
That's kind of creepy.
Maybe they're like brother and sister or something. Or cousins? I don't know. I don't know.
The dead people or the guy who was checking out? Or guy checking out the girl?
I don't know. They
were cousins? What?
I don't know. Because he's like, oh, yeah, we were hanging out and all this other... Like, I don't know. Somehow they know each other.
Yeah, but they don't have to be related.
Well... I don't know. You're at a cemetery. Who would you be going to see?
Oh, a friend or something like that?
Wow. Way to take it to a dark place.
Well, you can't visit okay. So you can only...
Way to take the cemetery post to a dark place.
How is that a dark place? You can visit family, but you can't visit friends that have passed away?
Yeah, it's a friend that's passed away. This dude is obviously young enough to be, like, spry and walking up hills and down hills. Like, it's not like they're 90 or something putting up on, like, missed connections.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
It's because somebody was gone too soon.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's gone too soon, and you're just like, oh, he seeing a friend instead of, like, maybe he's seeing his grandfather.
It's both horrible that he lost someone. Doesn't matter if one's older or younger. Now you're just being ageist.
I'm not being ageist.
Yes, you are.
I'm just saying it's fine for an older person to go because it's just that's what life shows. Hey, you get to a certain age, and then it's just like, oh, that's happened. But most of the time, when it's younger, it's a freak accident or a disease.
Okay, why can't that happen? Why can't he be visiting a friend that happened that way?
That's super sad.
It's super sad either way.
It's not super sad either way. It's
Oh
super
my
sad
God.
one way, and then it's kind of sad the other way.
So it's not sad at all. I don't understand that. Just because somebody dies at an old age doesn't mean it hurts less.
No, I'm not saying it hurts less. I'm just saying it's super saddening. So if you read just a random article and it says 19-year-old died, and then it just has then you're like, oh crap, that's really sucks. That must be horrible for that family. Whereas if you see a thing that says 84-year-old person dies, you're just like, oh, they lived a good life. They lived to be 84, and you're like celebration. Well, I'm just saying, you look at that. This. Wow, so you're just being skeptical. You're just like, oh, screw that 84-year-old man. Like, who's probably like stole a whole bunch of stuff and then just like flicked like a school of kids off while he was like driving 30 miles an hour down a 50-mile-an-hour road.
No, you see, now you're twisting my words. He could have had a bad life, not like that. Like, he wasn't a bad person. He just had a bad life. He was a good person but had a bad life. There you go.
I'm just saying.
I see what you're saying.
If you're taking it, looking at like taking yourself out of the thing, you're just like, oh, that 19-year-old died. That must have been super tragic. To 84, you're just like, oh, yeah, that's a life. He lived a lifetime.
Bottom line is, he could have been visiting anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be an
I'm sure hope he's visiting somebody at a
that
cemetery.
died.
He's just over there looking at just tombstones.
It's like Pet Cemetery.
He's like tombstones, just like, oh, this one's nice.
Yeah.
Marble? Is this marble? Oh, they went with the angel one. Like,
he's picking out his own gravestone.
I like the slab.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. Anyways, let's go to the Urban Lounge last night. Last night at Mitski, you came and stood next to me during the opening act. I thought you were standing close out of necessity and didn't want to be that guy who bugs the woman who's by herself. But after the set ended, I realized there was a bit more free space around than I had thought. Still might have had 100% to do with the view of the stage. During Mitski, you ended up in front of me. This is an attempt to find you. The chance to talk to you passed and I didn't take it. If you see this, just know you're lovely and I enjoyed your private expressions of excitement when she played a song you particularly liked.
That was nice.
And knowing that you've been to a whole bunch of concerts, I wanted to ask, have you been around, like, have you seen some people that caught your eye at shows and then, like...
Yes.
And you were just like, oh, if I could have talked to him, maybe something cool could have happened.
No, I would have never talked to him.
Oh, you would never talk to him?
I'm one of those people, I don't do it.
You would go on Misconnections and be like, hey... First of all, do you know who Mitski is?
No, I want to find out.
Yeah, because I was so gonna look him up before this podcast, and I totally did.
How do you spell it?
Mitski. But yeah, I have no idea what they sound like or anything.
Let's see what kind of music this is. Oh, she's pretty.
But I didn't know if there was like a specific like story you had from a concert that you went to, and you just saw somebody and that caught your eye and was like, ooh, yeah. And then, like, you just kept watching them, like, you would still look over, but then you would, like, look, because I've done that before at concerts where it's like, hey, I'm looking at this guy, but he's still bouncing around on stage. I'm going to look at this other person that I find attractive or whatever.
Well,
see what they're doing.
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell that one. That was kind of creepy.
Okay.
The one, it was I See Stars, and those are the, like, because they're metalcore, so there's always going to be a mosh pit.
Yeah.
So... It was, and the floor was really, really small and tiny, so I had a ton of dudes, like, in front of me, and there was this one really cute dude in front of me, and I was like, okay, this is gonna get really awkward, because he's gonna touch me, and this is not cool. So, that's what happened. His group of friends, they started moshing, and they kept bumping into me, and I was just like, I don't know if I should be pushing back or I'm supposed to be liking it this much. So I'm like, I don't know. And then, but he wound up pushing the hell out of me a couple times.
Oh, okay.
So.
The red jumpsuit apparatus you?
What? Oh, shut up. Shut up.
Or was it Matchbox 20?
Oh, the push?
Didn't they both have songs about pushing women down?
Yeah. No, he not pushing. Okay, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus about pushing women. And then Rob Thomas just singing about, like, him being pushed.
I wanna push you around.
Oh.
Well, I will.
He did, yeah.
Well, I will. I wanna push you down. I wanna take you for granted. That's Creed's version of Matchbox 20. I wanna take you for granted.
Because I was like, what voice is he doing? But I'm just going to let him do it.
I will. Like, that's a middle song in the Creed show that he's just like, hey, guys, how many overlap people like Matchbox 20?
But, yeah, it's...
Normally we play how far we've come, but tonight I'm thinking about doing push.
Oh, man. But, yeah, usually shows like that, I like because you know you're going to somehow have some kind of contact with them.
Yeah. I also like the last bit that she says, and she's like, I enjoyed your private expressions of excitement.
Yes.
When she played a song that you particularly like. Because I do that, and I'm like, does Damon just see me, like, do a weird facial expression? Or, like, I like to dance while I'm in the car, like, to whatever song I'm listening to, whether it be country or rap. And yes, those are the only two genres I'm listening to now, so it's really weird. All day I'll listen to rap in the work van, and then when I get out of work and drive home, it's strictly country, which is just weird.
Have you ever crossed the streams and listened to the country rap?
I have not listened to a country rap. There is a guy that has one song that, like, he raps through the whole song and then has a country, like, a very country, like, verse to it on the country radio station. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm always, like, sitting around, and there's been times where, like, Justin will, like, point at somebody that's, like, pulling around a corner, and, like, I'm just doing the whatever dab or white boy dance moves I could do that I've seen NFL Celebration people do. And he's like, that lady was just laughing at you so hard. And I was like, good.
You do go in hard when you're dancing.
Yeah,
I will admit that.
I tried to do it. Last night I was listening to Attack Attack.
Oh, yeah.
That their first and only album I'll listen to. And yeah, I was just on the treadmill just like jamming out at one point. And I was like, I don't know if people are watching me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I kind of want people to watch me. Watch me. I like it. This one's called Lugabaloo.
What?
Lugabaloo. I just like the name of it. That's why I wanted to.
You just want to say it as much as possible.
Hey, I'm a little Lugabaloo. Man for woman. You met me at my office to pick up an item I was selling on Facebook. We exchanged the item and chatted for a minute. I would have loved to talk and get to know you more, but I was rushed by a meeting I was headed into. I felt the connection, though, even as brief as our conversation was. I could message you on Facebook as I have your info, but don't want to intrude. If you felt something as well, respond and include the make and color of vehicle in the subject so I know it's you. Maybe some info about what we discussed in the parking lot. So I understand where you're like tiptoeing the line on like messaging somebody on Facebook that you met like briefly, because sometimes it can come off weird or just kind of invasive. But I mean, this person like legit like sold something to him. Like it wasn't just like a weird meeting and then you just quickly added them on as a Facebook friend so you can go through their photos and like see more of them. And then you like you didn't just take a class with them and was just like, hey, remember me? I was the guy in the class. Like, you're really awesome. like he could like send a Facebook thing saying, hey, how's the item I sent you?
Exactly.
I sold you. Is it still working? How are you liking it? And then go from there. And I mean, she'll respond if she liked you or not.
Yeah, he has an open segue for more conversation.
Yeah, definitely. And this is not the right place.
Yeah,
this connection is not the right place. You have her info. Go through that. Go through Facebook. Oh man, I was just about to say something. Dag nabbit. Yeah, I was gonna say something.
You lost it that quickly?
Shoot. Yeah, I did.
Dang.
Shoot. Anyways, yeah, it's not gonna come back to me.
Aw.
Anyways, Saturday. Yeah, I was gonna say something. You have a Facebook. You talk to him. You just talk to him about the thing that you sold them. Oh, okay. This is what I was gonna say.
What?
This goes back to a topic that we brought up on earlier podcasts, that it won't be creepy if she likes you back. Like, if you send her a message asking about how the product is working or how she likes it or whatnot, and then, like, through the Facebook, and she responds and it's okay, cool, then she won't find it creepy if she likes you. But if she doesn't like you, it's automatically creepy.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it is. That's where it comes in. Like, this is automatically creepy. Like,
See, with that situation, I just feel as though if they're checking up on it, yada, 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 and...
That's a great in, by the way.
What?
To talk about the product first.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just, like, randomly bringing it up.
Exactly. But then, I mean, if that person had intentions of, like, hey, I'm going to sell it to only, whatever gender... And then that's how they get their in. I mean, yeah, you spin it like that, it'll be creepy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just for that person to be like, hey, I met you because I sold you this product. I actually found you attractive. I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah.
I don't think that's creepy.
Nah, I don't think so either. But it's just always that, like, he keeps messaging me about this.
Okay, if it's like a month later and he still wants to know about it, then, yeah, there's a line that's kind of drawn.
Speaking of selling stuff, strikingly handsome Turkish man sold me a rug.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Nope, definitely not whatever you were thinking of. This is a Turkish rug, alright? You had the most striking blue eyes. You're as beautiful as a rug you sold me. I'd love to get coffee or a tea and stare into those eyes. I'm a little regretful I didn't stay and chat. I tend to be really shy around such handsome guys, lol. As for me, I'm just a normal guy, hopeless romantic, 27, not really in the gay scene, but also not in the closet. I built the house you live in, if that doesn't sound weird. Anyways, I hope you see this. Have a good life, Patrick.
I have questions.
I have so many questions.
Go ahead with yours.
I just don't understand. You live in the house I built.
So he's a contractor? Like he's...
Maybe. Also... How do you know where this dude lives if you just bought a rug from him?
Did he go to the guy's house to purchase the rug?
Maybe.
So he's probably like, oh, crap, I built this house. This is kind of cool coincidence.
I automatically thought, like, because I only see rug people out, like, when they... Like an abandoned, like, corners or abandoned, like, gas stations, and they just, like, throw them up. Like, and you're just like, how many rugs did you bring with you? And how long did it take you to set up?
And how long have those rugs been out there? Like...
Yeah. Also, how many people are buying these rugs from you off the street corner, making this a viable option week in and week out of you selling these rugs? But yeah, I just... You could have went there and been like, but that was creepy. That's like, hey, you're really awesome and really cute. Also, I know where you live, and I know all the nooks and crannies of it.
Exactly.
You will never find me in the wall.
So, and then I didn't understand. He said he wasn't in the gay scene, but he wasn't in the closet.
Yeah.
So
maybe he's just testing the waters.
That he can admit that he likes guys, but he's not fully committed to that lifestyle?
Or maybe he's never had, like, a full-fledged kind of, like, boyfriend kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know. He's not in the gay scene. But he's also not in the closet. So maybe he's, like, people know that he likes to look at other dudes, but he's not completely in, like... He's never been fully fledged into it.
So, would that kind of be bi-ish? Or
maybe maybe in the spectrum he's leaning more towards heterosexual, like he's more in the heterosexual like area, but he's curious enough to like dip his toes in the other way. So
you basically be bi in a sense.
But if he's never acted on it.
Well.
If he's never really acted on it.
So he has tendencies.
Yeah. Maybe he's just like, oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that post raises a lot of red flags and questions.
He's just a hopeless romantic 27 who likes rugs. From Turkish men.
I was like, not those rugs, but I would, yeah.
This one's called Dang I Suck at Flirting, Sad Face, Man for Woman. Word. Just the topic. You're just like, amen.
Yes. Preach.
You're like that gif. Yeah, you're like that gif of like, what is it? The movie with two girls from Saturday Night Live, Amy Poehler and the girl who did Sarah Palin. I can't remember.
Tina Fey?
Tina Fey, yeah. Those two, when they did that whole like gif of them going, preach it!
Oh, yeah.
Can I get an amen? Here's the post. Dang, I suck at flirting. So I keep seeing you in the elevator at the hospital, and I want to say more than just, hi, how are you doing? But it's so hard. Everyone is so busy. Nobody has time. I'm not a bar/club guy, not religious. My luck, you're taken like every other girl out there. Fact, I bet you have 8 kids and a mortgage. Anyway, I was at the elevator first, and I said, cute girl goes first. And that was that. I see you every day, and every day I want to say more and can't. Yeah, I doubt you'll see this from a shy guy who sucks at flirting. Parentheses, and yeah, I'm real. Jets will lose tomorrow, and of course, I'll be at work instead of watching that game. Pfft. And that's how he ends it.
Okay, I was on the guy's side with the title, but with the whole generalization of her having 8 kids and a mortgage, wow.
Maybe he's like, that's how like he doesn't like notice anything. Maybe like, oh, all the signs are there that she probably has like kids and is taken and all this other stuff, but I just don't see that. Also, he works at like Grey's Anatomy because he's like, I work at this hospital. It's so busy. Like nobody has time to just relax. So many people are just injuring themselves.
Right.
So.
I know. I mean, I feel for him, but yeah.
I don't know. Shy guy who sucks at. If you see this woman every day, I would feel like, and it seems like they interact like you're in a close enough quarters. It's not like you just see them across the like office or something. It's like you're in close quarters in the elevator almost every day. According to this dude, like, say, build on it every day. Like, you can say, like, he always says, hi, how are you doing? But it's like, hey, and then get her name if you don't know her name right away.
Yeah.
Like, you just being like, oh, I see you every day. My name's doctor or nurse or janitor or like, and then she says her name, and you go back and forth.
Yeah,
and then you build on it every day. Like, oh, then in 2 weeks or the later that week, you're like, hey, Jan, how's A, B, and C? And then you find out if she has 8 kids and a mortgage. Especially the mortgage.
Okay.
It's important.
It's easier said than done, and I've said this in many other podcasts before.
I'm just saying, build on it. You don't have to have this like big, huge conversation of coffee stuff now. Just you could keep on building on hi, how are you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. I'm saying take baby steps.
Well, even baby steps, it could be like anxiety ridden, just because you're gonna overanalyze just saying those few words, and then once you say them, it feels like something's punched you in the gut.
Yeah. Also, I like how he's super shy, but he works at a super busy hospital. Like, what?
I could see that.
Just like walking around, just like, hey, you, go here, and then it's just like, hey.
Okay, they could be. They could be shy in certain circumstances.
You girls go first. Am I doing it right?
Your persona of shy is like horrible. No.
Do you have 8 kids? That's exactly how he is. That is exactly how it is. But just do what everybody does at Grey's Anatomy. Just start hooking up with everybody.
Well, in the medical supply closet?
Yeah, they do that on every show, known to man. Like, nobody can have a successful relationship off camera or whatever. Like, the one that got me was, like, Friends. They're friends with each other since forever. Some of these people probably, like, have been growing up since they were kids. Mm-hmm. Yet, they're just like, oh, now we're definitely in love now that we've known each other for 25 years. And I get it. That could happen. But it's just like, isn't that just weird, though? Like, everybody has to be with each other in that realm. Or you could just be the weirdos and nobody cares who you're dating, with Joey and Phoebe's case. Oh, yeah. Like, they're just like, oh, they're the two weirdos. They probably are meant for each other, but they also are cool to be single. Like, Phoebe's not even, like, she had, like, some romantic flings, but...
She got married on the show.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. They don't show those on TBS. They show the middle, like, they only show, like, 2 different seasons on TBS.
Wait.
And they keep replaying it.
I think, didn't she marry Paul Rudd?
I don't remember that. I felt like I would remember that.
I swear that she did.
I don't know. But it's always, like, Monica and Chandler. And then it was Ross and Rachel's whole thing.
Forever.
And it's just like, don't they, like, you live in New York. There's not, like, one other, like, different person that you could, like, hang out with and, like, get to know. And, like, I get Ross had a lot of bad relationships,
yeah, he did.
But, like, nobody else? Welcome to the Friends podcast. We'll be talking about 10-year-old, like, 20-year-old. I don't remember how long ago it's been.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, it is. This one's called Roses Are Red, Violets Are Blue. And this is the last post.
Okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You are beautiful. Didn't rhyme. You probably... You probably already know this, because when you're bent over, I started camping early, LOL.
What the...
I don't know what that means.
You don't... Wait.
I started camping?
You did not know...
I don't know what camping means.
Pitching a tent?
Oh, I didn't know that. I was like, dating terms these young kids are talking about. You look hot in yoga pants, by the way. Who doesn't? I wish you and I could get together sometime. Maybe dinner and a movie. Yeah, after that big line of camping in the first line, hey, maybe we could just go for dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
Or something that's indoors now that it's getting colder.
He wants a cuff.
First of all, dating, where are you going to dinner and a movie? Like, are both those things outside? Because that doesn't make sense to the second thing of, or something that's indoors now that it's getting colder. Like,
is everything like you eat outside? All the restaurants are outside. All the movies
all the movies are outside too in the Salt Lake City. You might not see this. You probably have guys waiting in line for you, like that glory hole. But if you are looking, I would love to have a go. Let me know.
He's already camped out in line anyways.
Yeah, he's definitely camping out in line.
Yeah.
He's pitching a tent and he's waiting for that Black Friday sale. I just thought this was a weird one. It was just like, roses are red, violets are blue. And you're like, oh, he's going to be a cute little poem.
What does that even have to do with anything, the title?
Cute little poem. And then it's just like, bent over and I got to start camping, baby. Maybe we'll go to a dinner or a movie. Maybe something inside. If you don't mind, we could maybe take the dinner inside.
Yeah,
possibly. I know we are living in a place where there's no such thing as indoor restaurants and or movie theaters.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that would be great if we could do that.
Wow.
I just love how it went from, yo girl, you look hot in yoga pants. I am over here just like, yeah. But maybe we can go to a dinner and a movie. But I would love to have a go if you see this. It's like, well, who is this Jekyll and Hyde writing this in the middle of, like, it's a paragraph, 5-sentence structure.
He's like, at one point, he's like, I should tone it down a bit, but I'm going to end strong.
Yeah. I just like the roses are red, violets are blue. Yo, girl, I'm pitching a tent over here. Maybe we can go to a dinner and a movie. I would love to have a go. It's like the guy, James McAvoy. It was Patricia who wrote it.
Oh my God.
Dennis wrote the first half.
Yes, but Patricia came in.
Maybe we can do a dinner movie.
Oh, stop.
Maybe it could be Wonder. You want to go see Wonder? I heard it's a really good movie. It's about a boy my age. And then Dennis comes in and he's like, yeah, let's go see Wonder. First of all, we gotta clean the whole house before we can go see Wonder, and then we'll go.
Dennis would not go to a place like that. He would be cleaning everything around him. He would be disgusted.
Yeah, he just likes, but he's the one that got caught with all the kitty stuff. That's what. He likes touching, like he likes looking at underage girls or whatever.
Underage girls, but they just topless dancing. So in retrospect, just strippers.
No, they're underage girls.
I mean,
they're basically strippers, but they're like kitty strippers.
Yeah.
That's the name of this episode.
Yeah, kitty strippers.
We get banned.
Oh my God.
Doing anything.
Dude, no, our views would probably go like skyrocket.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping with wedgie fetish, but if not, You listen to Wedgie Fetish, and then you get hit with kitty strippers at the end. This is a small podcast episode this week.
Well, I mean.
But that's Salt Lake City. That's all I could find. Really good place. Not the best place. Not the fourth best place for dating. But still, people are looking out for those missed connections.
Yeah.
Like they are everywhere. So, if you're in Pembroke Pines, there still might be some people looking for you. But yeah, that's this week's episode of the podcast. Give us a like, subscribe, leave us a rating. It would help us on iTunes. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. Can you think of anything else?
I got nothing.
So this is it. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
Remember, coffee, lunch, wine.
Try it.